Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good night's sleep. I did. It was wonderful. Feeling better every day. So, like I said before, the book of Genesis is one of my favorite books. It is filled with so many mysteries and so many things that kind of are mind-blowing at times. And today's message is going to be just that. When we look through the scriptures and we're reading it like it's a novel or something like that, we miss a lot of really deep spiritual messages that God is trying to put forth here. And the book of Genesis is full of them, full of really, really cool things. And I want to talk to you about this firmament. When God created the firmament, we talked a little bit about it the other day. But I want to read this to you and tell me what you think. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it separate between water and water." So God made the firmament and separated between the waters which were beneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. God called the firmament heaven, and there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. A second day is what it says. So, as we go through this, we notice a few things here. So God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters." So we're going to put this dividing wall between the waters. Okay? And let it separate between water and water. So as we visualize this in our mind's eye, seeing it from a spiritual perspective, we see that this firmament, there was water on one side of it, and there was water on the other side of it. Separated between the water and water. So God made the firmament and separated between the waters which were beneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. Did you catch that? I don't know. God made the firmament and separated between the waters. God made the firmament and separated between the waters. God made the firmament and separated between the waters. Get that? God made the firmament, this dividing line of demarcation, and separated between the waters which were beneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. You see what it's saying there? God separated. See? God made the firmament and separated between the waters. There's a verb there. God made the firmament and separated between the waters which were beneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. Yeah. God's on one side of the firmament and God's on the other side of the firmament. God separated itself between the waters. And it was so. And God called the firmament, a dividing line of demarcation, heaven. And there was evening and there was morning, a second day. Okay. So now we have this firmament, this dividing line of demarcation, with waters on one side of it and waters on the other side of it. And also, we have God separating itself from one side of it to the other side of it. Yeah, swirl that around in your noodle for a little bit. See, the scriptures are full of these deep, deep mysteries, deep, wonderful things. This idea of the firmament in heaven, there's lots of explanations, and people will argue with, well, what? You're insane. Heaven is obviously the stars, But then you talk about later that heaven is obviously full of mansions, wonderful things. Streets are made of gold, so pure gold you can see through them. Isn't that cool? So all of you rich people out there that want to take your gold with you, they're just going to use it as pavement. So all the riches that you down here are pretty much worthless up there. So, but, people will argue and say, no, heaven is a place. It's really not. It's a static. It has no beginning, no ending. It is a dividing line between the spiritual universe, that spirit part of God, and the physical universe, this which we experience here. And God is in both places. God separated itself between the waters. Interesting. Study your scriptures. Know what is true for you. And until we meet again, I wish you well.